Down by the quay, fine as can be, we'll be on our way. Sunny, sunny day, signals are green, like the silver Tasman on the railway. Weather is fine, we'll be on time, travelers abode, heavy, heavy load. Schedule's tight, we'll be there before 9 on the railway. Viaducts near, junctions are clear on the railway.
Bulstrode the barge has had a long history on the island of Sodor. When Percy accidentally pushed some trucks off the Knapford Harbor quayside into him many years ago, a hole was punctured in his hull, and he was taken to a beach where children would play in him for many years. But around the time Cranky wrecked the shed at Brendam Docks, Bulstrode was given a second chance. He was soon repaired and brought cargo to and from Sodor day in, day out, and resided at Brendam. He's still a little grumpy, but not as much of an asshole to the point where even the fucking troublesome trucks use manners to get him to fuck off. He's more so mildly sarcastic and foul-mouthed, like a David Spade wannabe, if you will. One day, Bulstrode came to the docks with another load for Cranky. "What's up, bitches?" sighed Bulstrode flippantly as he stopped at the docks. "Same shit, different day, I reckon?" "Yeah," replied Cranky. "Me and Big Mickey just attended a meeting with the dock manager. He held a vote against you staying here. Me and Big Mickey wanted you to stay, but the workmen didn't, and you've been voted out of the docks. Sorry, workmen have become slightly out of touch," added Big Mickey. "We know you're a nice guy. You can still drop off cargo here. We'll still see you every now and then." "We don't talk about the workmen here that way, Captain," boomed Salty cheerfully. "We just have to understand they might not have the same opinions as us. There are still tons of other harbors on Sodor. I'm sure you'll find a good one to stay." Bulstrode sighed. "Well, I best be off then, but thank you guys for your continued support. See you later." "See ya, Bulstrode. Goodbye." Boy. And after Bulstrode left, Cranky started swearing off the dock workers under his breath. Later, Percy was taking some trucks from the clay pits to Knapford Yards. When he got there, Philip came to see him. "You're needed at the harbour, Percy," he said quickly. "There's a botch who was rumoured to be so rude he made the trucks behave. He decided to go back there." "Bulstrode," sighed Percy. "I know I'm not going to see what he wants. And I'll come too," chipped in Harvey, "just in case you need someone to help clean up a mess." The two engines got to the harbor and saw Bulstrode docked exactly where he used to be. The troublesome trucks were causing more trouble than ever, actually trying to fall into him again, but they failed every time. "Bulstrode?" asked Percy. "What are you doing here?" "I got kicked out of Brendam by the dumbass workmen who still see me as some kind of a nuisance," Bulstrode grunted. "I was thinking of staying here, but it appears the trucks don't want that. And plus, I get my ass knocked out pretty quickly, so I'll see you later." "Wait," called Percy. "I can help you find a new harbor. I have some great ideas." "Alright, where should we go first?" "Meet me at the wharf. I think you do great there." They soon got to the wharf, but Bulstrode discovered he couldn't stop. "You idiot," grunted Sir Handel. "Couldn't you have crashed anywhere else?" "These things happen sometimes," replied Boko, who was collecting some stone trucks. While the narrow-gauge engines weren't that pissed off at the idea of Bulstrode staying, they had some doubts, and the manager wasn't sure either. "I don't know if the engines would want you up here," he said. "And besides, we already have enough one-off characters who have been in a ton of scandals lately. We can't let you stay right now, but we will think about it." Bulstrode sighed. Just as he and Percy were about to leave, they heard something. It was Mighty Mac fighting, as you may expect. "We need to shove these trucks into him," snapped Mighty. "No, we don't," retorted Mac. "Can you not see him leaving? We shove these into him if he does come back." But it was too late. Just as Bulstrode started pulling away, Mighty bumped the trucks so hard they sped off the track into the canal. "We're sorry about their behavior," Scarlowy said to Percy. "They still act reckless and argumentative at times, even if they have improved from their first day." "I'll take it," puffed Percy bluntly, and he left with Bulstrode while Scarlowy went to tell Mighty Mac off. "There's a new harbor at Vickerstown," a workman called as they left, "but I don't know if it'll be worth the trip," and he was unfortunately right. "You don't want to be here too long, mate," said Den. "This harbor is in a tough spot at the moment. What he means is," added Dart, "nobody wants to stay here for a few weeks because Smudger and Seymour escaped the maximum security prison. When the prison is rebuilt, you can stay here, Bulstrode." "Is there any other harbor on this island I can go to?" he said. Percy thought long and hard before he had an idea. "I know," he said. "After you leave the harbor here, follow the coast until you see a fork in the water. Follow it up the hill until you see me next to a sign that says, 'Welcome to British Colorado.'" "The hell is that?" "You'll find out," and he puffed away. Bulstrode followed Percy's words. He soon found the fork in the water. "Wonder where that goes. Hope the dude knows what he's doing." Soon he found Percy up above him. "So what do you want to show me?" he called. "Just follow me," replied Percy. Bulstrode did, and he was shocked at what he saw.
"Is it just that nobody comes up here?" asked Bulstrode. "Yeah," replied Percy. "Every engine knows about this place, they just don't care to come here. But I thought you could be good at helping bring some life here. The pack will be working on some minor reconstruction on this harbor soon, and I talked to the manager. He said you could stay here." Bulstrode sighed. "I never thought I'd be saying this, but thanks, Percy. Thanks for helping me find a new place because the workmen at Brendam are assholes." "No problem. Cranky's twin brother Twanky will be moved from Harlem Heights up to here in the future, until Sir Tom Hat orders another twin of his, Spanky. Hopefully you can keep him in line up here." "Looks like Bulstrode found a new home. Hopefully this time he won't be a bitch." "Of course he will, Bill. There's nowhere trucks can go flying into him." Bulstrode simply ignored them. Over the next few weeks, Bulstrode visited Brendam every now and then, where Cranky and Big Mickey told him the news. He promised to come back and visit when Carly was brought back, but consistently enjoyed his life in British Colorado. He enjoyed seeing the city of Peel Goddard above the hills, and having Kelly help unload the cargo at the harbor until Twanky was to come. He also enjoyed seeing the Scorching Tiger Gang, who lived there and had been sentenced to community service at the harbor for 2 months. "Come on, you imbecile," he laughed at their leader Sam, who was paddleboarding towards the dock. "You can do it. We may have been sentenced, but we should not be underestimated." But Sam paddled so fast, he ended up sliding off a sunken wooden dock. "That's alright, Sam. At least you gave me something to laugh at. At least I never got trucks thrown into me. At least I never kidnapped anyone." And despite his sarcastic and foul-mouthed attitude, he remembered to not get too cocky and enjoy the simple things in life.
Down by the quay, fine as can be, we'll be on our way. Sunny, sunny day, signals are green, like the silver ties gleam on the railway. Weather is fine, we'll be on time, travelers abode, heavy, heavy load. Schedule's tight, we'll be there before 9 on the railway. Viaducts near, junctions are clear on the railway.
Look for Bulstrode Gets Evicted and other exciting Thomas adventures from Random House, wherever books are sold.